Good morning from Belgrade. Thank you for inviting me to present. I would say now something completely different because, yes, as you know, Serbia is in Europe, but it's not in European Union, so we always have a lot of challenges. I will give just a short introduction and let's say a reminder, a recap of what was going on, because last year, let's say, was the most transforming and transitioning for us. So we started as Health Tech Club. It's still, the name is still there, but let's say that almost everything else has changed. So we started in 2018 as an ecosystem of Serbia, gathering innovations in health, mostly in digital and medtech health, but over time, this actually expanded to biotech as well. So basically, I did my PhD at MIT. I brought the hackathon to Serbia. We organized the first medical hackathon and somehow inspired the whole community, who was mostly directed towards technologies, but not health overall. And basically, it all started from this first medical hackathon. We gathered all the ecosystem linkages, and we have created a community. Basically, this is how we became part of the ECH Alliance. As I mentioned, over time, and especially with Corona, government started shifting its focus on biotech. And so basically now we have the huge project coming in by 2026, which is called Bio4 Campus. So basically a new bioeconomy hub that is being planned for our ecosystem for Serbia. And therefore, a lot of initiatives are coming in these terms, from startups, from technology transfer initiatives, from World Bank project, to even opening a new VC, which will be focused on biotech. And this is happening in this year in order for everyone to be prepared by 2026. Also, I would like to announce by 2027, we'll have the specialized expo in Serbia. So we will announce that on time, and there is plenty of time, but these are some of the changes of the whole ecosystem, which also somehow created the changes in what we were doing. And so specifically in Health Tech Club, in that sense, we wanted to expand also to biotech and support those innovations as well. And last year we had the support from USAID, as you may see. So we have become a super cluster. So I will not present the team because some changes are still ongoing, and hopefully we will have another presentation to show you the exact pathway and opportunities. But I'm happy also to say that we're in transition now and that nice things are happening in this sense. So basically, the supercluster has been initiated last year and it's being developed, but I will present you some of the results, which will be expanded in the next period. So from what I will present today, will probably continue, and all projects, collaborations, and ideas, suggestions are welcome, of course. So something that was very interesting is the digital platform that we have created for the members, where we would like to do the specific matchmaking, interactions, etc., with multiple partners. So I think this comes also to the fact that we want to go international and to have this component as well, but also to make all the members much closer, including for the first time cities outside of Belgrade, which is, believe me, very impactful in our area. Also, we have created the acceleration program called Booster 2023. So one of the main challenges is basically the business knowledge, entrepreneurship knowledge, and experience in this field. Also, lack of mentors, specifically in biotech, but then also in health and medtech. And we wanted to push through this program and basically connect with international mentors, our connections, and create basically a situation and a moment where our startups and innovations can develop in Serbia as long as possible, but also interconnect with international environment. So these are some of the photos from multiple programs that were on site, but also online, working with lead mentors, international mentors, our connections, etc. Also, within the talent development part, we did a huge study analysis, where we wanted actually to see what type of talent the industries in biotech in Serbia internationally really need, because I think they're also changing their requirements. So let's see if we can say that AstraZeneca, for example, is now looking for IT talent, which is not intuitive and it's not something that was expected. But there are also many other interesting outcomes, and hopefully we will share the study at some point also with the community. We are developing a master program, which will be a 1.5-year master program for also something that is connected to the Bio4 campus that I mentioned, but also educating talent coming from science, going into actually bioentrepreneurship. So basically someone who would like to work more in technology transfer or lead a startup in this field, or just work in industry and coming from science, etc. This is something that is very interesting in this talent development program. Of course, boosting the female entrepreneurship with girls and students. We organize a Think Punk electronics workshop. So this is, the first part of very interesting initiative that will probably develop further. We had a lot of boot camps for the first time, not only in Belgrade, so this is also very impactful, in Novi Sad and Niš as well, with a lot of nice ideas and startups coming out of it. Interestingly, Open Days made a huge impact, and they will probably develop further for connecting organizations and opening up to possibilities, sharing facilities, knowledge, and etc. Several internships that were provided also by the local partners. Interestingly, we organized for the first time hackathon and makeathon at the same time as the unique event, being focused on personalized medicine. And we really want to push by these specific programs, targeted programs, some basically and guide actually the teams towards some specific solutions that we think they should be working on. And in that sense, using their knowledge and expertise in technologies for some purposeful ideas. We have the one pager. Hopefully you can all download it. If not now, then maybe a little bit later, so we can stay in touch for all further activities. And we had several interactions with Estonia for digital health, which I think is definitely the leader in this field in Europe specifically, giving us guides and interactions. And they have a very interesting program of exchange for everyone interested in that as well, and upgrading their own digital capabilities. We had visit to the Netherlands, but more importantly, actually, this is the whole, let's say, network coming from Boston, from Michael Porter, who is the founder of the concept of clusters and, increasing capabilities. So basically, Professor Kettles was in Belgrade. We have connection with him, and he will definitely support all the initiatives and everything that we're doing here in Serbia and the region, hopefully. Of course, some of the interesting cluster stories, we have the entrepreneur who is 75 from Niš, up to the girls who are actually in high school still. So we're really trying to build a strong network. And the yearly conference is established, where for the first time we had a visit from the FDA representative, and we would like to work more on regulatory framework, setting it up to the European Union and everything that is going on, of course, in Europe, but in the whole world as well. So there are many achievements. We have created a lot of startups and results and a lot of projects and programs, but I would like to stress up these three. I already mentioned more about hackathon, and the third point of regulatory framework and some guidelines that are really necessary in order actually to reach this Bio4 campus as the first goal. But something very important that we did is the entrepreneurship program for scientists, of basically building up entrepreneurial skills with scientists, which we know that they lack them, and this connection to business and different kind of valorization of their research results, more or less. So these are some of the comments from the members of the cluster. I'll leave you with that. And I'd like to thank again Andy and the ECH Alliance team. So hopefully we'll have more nice news and updates with the formed cluster in some new form. So I'll be happy to present that.